Nintendo Switch games are going out of print. It's time to panic. Collectors, get on the grind. Go to your GameStops, buy them up. For real though, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. So, the Nintendo Switch, it's coming into its 7th year. Lots of great video games have come and gone throughout the years, and now there's been some interesting developments where some games that are made by Nintendo are quietly disappearing from the list of games that are able to be bought in, I guess, the inventory of some stores. Yeah, this is led to believe eventually when a console gets older, there's less and less more of actual physical copies for that console generation, and people are thinking the worst usually. They're thinking, oh my god, does this mean I have to go out and buy all these Nintendo Switch games and because they're going to get really rare and expensive in price and I better do it? Well, we saw that with the Wii U. A lot of the later Wii U titles actually got really high in price. Devil's Third, I'm looking at you. Hello Kitty Cruisers, I'm also looking at you. Well, no. There is a speculation going on that Nintendo is actually going to make some affordable Nintendo Switch games. So games like Splatoon 2, which are going out of print. Paper Mario, The Origami King, which are going out of print. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Link's Awakening, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Metroid Dread, Kirby Star Allies, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I'm dropping everything here, ladies and gentlemen. Yoshi's Crafted World, Switch Sports, Super Mario Odyssey, and Mario Maker 2, along with a couple other titles that I don't have, like Fire Emblem, the Three Houses, and Fire Emblem Engage, and a couple other games that I just don't want because they seem a little too weeby. Yeah, I said it, weeby. These games are all going out of print, but again, don't worry. The rumor is that Nintendo is bringing back a greatest hits line of video games, most notably known as Nintendo Selects. You've seen these in the past with like the Wii, and I think even the Wii U might have had them. I know 3DS did, and they're usually lower price. These are like their best sellers that have sold the best on the console, the best of the best of the best, sir. And usually it's the first party titles, right? And for the longest time, people complain Switch games never went on sale. They've always had their price. They've always stayed above like the $40 range. And if they, how dare Nintendo never lower anything? Well, you're not no longer getting that Switch Mario tax, ladies and gentlemen. There was games back in the day. $19.99 was what they're reduced to. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think any of these heavy hitters are going to be reduced to $19.99, especially in today's economy. I think that they are going to lower the prices down to the $29.99 range, maybe even $39.99. I think $29.99 looks like the soft spot. That's just me ballparking and speculating on here. Now, why is this happening? Why is Nintendo not talking about it? Why is everything so tight-lipped? It seems like Nintendo doesn't talk until the last possible minute, and we see some kind of, like, shock announcement all of a sudden. But I think they're getting ready to tell us something. I think there are some rumors floating around that in February, we're getting a Nintendo Direct. This Nintendo Direct isn't just any kind of run-of-the-mill. This is kind of like a housekeeping, type of Nintendo Direct. We're towards the Switch's lifespan. There's going to be a Switch 2 announcement coming in the near future. I mean, it's all but confirmed at this point with all the speculation, the leaks and everything. There's going to be some big announcements, and along with housekeeping and getting rid of these last announcements for these last first-party and third-party titles for the Switch is announcing something like a Nintendo Selects, where they would be saying, hey guys, get some of the best games that have come out on the console for a lower price. This is the greatest hits versions of these games, which I'm surprised this hasn't happened anytime sooner. But I think this is a way of getting some last-minute sales before we get a brand new console. Think about how many people are going to flock over to the Switch 2, even though the Switch is great, has a great library of games. I mean, again, like I said, look at some of these. Super Mario Odyssey, we got Paper Mario, Donkey Kong, Link's Awakening Remake. We got tons, and this is just the ones from the list. There's tons of other games back there for the Switch that we haven't even touched on. But you would think once a new console comes out, people are going to want to play with the brand new shiny toy with the new games. Sure, there's going to be people dedicated to the older console still, people buying those up in the pre-owned market and stuff like that. But this is a way to keep excitement towards your last console while people are still getting into the new user base, right? It's a way of making more sales. You know, what if they lower the price and they could sell another few thousand of each of these games? That's money that Nintendo is sitting on that they're going to get there because people will be like, oh, I could finally buy this game that I wasn't willing to spend $60 on because now it's only $30. So it's pretty smart. It's pretty business savvy. Now, what is going to be called? Is it going to be called Nintendo Selects, maybe Switch Selects, maybe the Switch Choice? I have no clue. I want something that's a little bit older, old school. I like the Player's Choice type of name. Or whatever they had back in the day with the Super Nintendo. The one thing I don't like is that they noticeably do change the cover art a little bit. Usually it has like an ugly banner or an ugly Star Emblem sticker and stuff. I'm a fan of the older art, but what can you do, right? You snooze, you lose. You're going to get the brand new WarioWare, which is one of the games on the list. It will be on there. But this is giving you another chance to play these games, even if I don't know how hard to find some of these games were. These seem like pretty common ones aside from like some of the WarioWare ones and stuff like that. But yeah, these are slowly but surely disappearing. These first run versions of the games are slowly disappearing from the stores. And the next step to get them back in the stores, of course, is to do a different label with a greatest hit, label on top of them at a lower price. It's genius. It's been a while since Nintendo did it. And yeah, I think what matters is that it's going to sell like hotcakes. It's going to bring some attention to the Switch again because there is still people buying. I mean, you look at the sales for the Switch console the last couple Christmases, there's still a good amount of people buying them. We're in this weird limbo between the Switch and the Switch 2 right now, this weird limbo that people are waiting. They want this official announcement. And in the meantime, something like having a greatest hits series come out might hold people, keep people, satisfied while they wait for the new Switch console. So I think it makes sense. Again, this happens all the time. It hasn't happened yet on the PlayStation side of things. Usually they start to go that way as well. And you start to see the other consoles get that. So I think it has taken a bit longer in the past because the Switch has been on fire. It's been selling. It's been popular. And I think Nintendo's learning from the past, to be completely honest, that they're waited till the right move. And again, it's that last final year or so before the newest console comes out. We're getting ready for the Switch 2. It's expected in 2024. The rumored date, September. We got a Nintendo Direct coming out in February. So it's a good plan to get the most out of these older games, in my opinion, before moving on to the next console. So my only concern, and this is my main concern, and this is something that I've touched on with the Switch 2 rumors and speculation videos I've made recently, is the Switch 2 going to be able to play these older games? That's the question to ask. Is it going to be backwards compatible? Are we going to be able to put these exact Switch cartridges into our Switch 2 console? Is a Switch 2 going to have the same type of carts, or is it going to be some kind of different proprietary cartridge slot? I want some backwards compatibility. Like when the Wii came out, it had GameCube capabilities, and then when the Wii U came out, you can play Wii and so forth. I want some backwards compatibility. If you're putting these games out and you're making a Nintendo Selects Player's Choice series out of them, people are going to buy them in this final year. Please have an easy way, Nintendo, for people to play these games on it. And plus, I have a huge-ass Switch library back there that I don't want to have to keep both the Switch and the new Switch 2 plugged into the same TV to enjoy some of these great games. But yeah, guys, if you haven't gotten your hands on these for any reason, don't panic that these games are disappearing from store shelves. Don't let these scalpers market these up and pay high prices. Screw scalpers. Just wait, because more than likely there's going to be a best of Player's Choice series coming out. These are all bangers. Out of these, I can't think of anything bad with any of these. I think maybe the worst game here is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I know I just triggered a whole bunch of you little weebs. I'm just joking. It's all right. No, there's nothing wrong with any of these games. Pikmin's a banger. Yoshi's Crafted World's a banger. Tropical Freeze is a banger. Super Mario Odyssey is a banger. Enjoy it. Get these games now, and it's exciting that Nintendo is possibly working something in the background with making these games cheaper. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts, your speculation. Comment down below. Share this video to somebody, guys. Share it out to a friend, a family member, your Sancha. Share it. If you all share it to one person, that's one more pair of eyeballs that get to see it. Leave a like. Help me out. Let's get this in the algorithm, guys. It takes all the 8-Bit Nation to grow. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.